Greetings, fellow automobile restoration enthusiasts. Colonel Mustard here from MGM Motors, that's Mighty Good Motoring, restoration shop located in South Watson, LA. Today I wanted to go over some inherent problems and repairs to the TR6 frame. The TR6 frame has some cracking that will occur that must be addressed for the safety of the car and driver. As you noticed, I've modified my body rotisserie in order to accommodate the frame. Very easy, just clamping and bolting. The first suspect area that you need to inspect on your Triumph frame is the mounting points for the differential. Cracking can occur right here. If you notice, that is cracked around the stud which retains the rear end. The repair for this is twofold. I've taken some pieces of plate and just 1/8 inch by 1.5 or 2 inch, drilled a hole in it, and I intend to weld that on all 4 of these locations. Here's the other 2 right here. Very easy to do with the frame off. However, on this particular car, I had to make a repair after I had purchased the car because of cracking. Very difficult but possible to do underneath the car. So what I did to repair these areas, if you notice there's some cracking there, I actually took another piece of stock, drilled a hole in it, split it down the middle, inserted the 2 halves into the area to surround the pin, and was able to weld it in place. That repair seemed to work because I'd driven the car many miles with that repair. The other repair, which you can buy these components or make them, is some repair gussets to go on the front differential location mark. So I just made a cardboard template, used a reciprocating saw, and cut out my 4 pieces of repair gussets. I will put one on each side of the left and right front differential support. Another strengthening that you can do is on the rear support is to apply a channel over the bottom section. Now, it's not properly fitted, but weld that in place for additional strengthening. So, but more important than those is the front lower control arm mounting points. So there's a repair kit that would have to be purchased. That includes these brackets or gussets to strengthen the lower control arm mounting points. So let me show you, bear with me. So, on this car, after traveling at 70 miles an hour on the interstate with my daughter in the car, when we arrived at our location, the car felt kind of funny. Upon further inspection, I found that this passenger side rear lower control arm support was completely broken free. It's one of those miraculous things that we were not injured, but I was able to remove the old and install a brand new support for the control arm with the car on a lift. So this repair can be made under the car on a lift. It's important that if you have a TR6 that you inspect these locations as soon as you can if you haven't. Cracking is also, on the other one, had occurred between the bolt holes. So this stuff cracks up and is poorly supported from the factory. If you notice, it comes with only the one gusset on one side. So the repair kit comes with 2 gussets, one for each side, and also a gusset for the back side of the front lower control arm. If you notice, this one here doesn't have any at all. The only support for this front part is a very crack-prone welded area for the steering rack mount that's welded onto the support. If you notice on this side, you can see that that is cracked. So this front lower control arm mount is vulnerable to failure. So the repair for that, again, the kit comes with the one from the back side, but something must be put on the front on each side to strengthen this. So what I did, I just got some 1/4 inch, well actually 1/8 inch thick bar, cut it and bend it to fit, and I will weld this into place after grinding and cleaning on both sides. So again, if you're a British car, TR6 rather, owner, this is really very critical that you inspect this. Also, what is highly recommended is that on the back side where the bolts come through and your nut, from the factory there was only a round washer that went on these locations. So it's recommended, and what I did, I took a piece of bar, square bar, drilled and cut it and made one large rectangular washer, of lack of a better word, to go on the back side, which will really help prevent future stress cracks in this location. So again, Colonel Mustard here with my latest offering. I hope this has been informative for you and that you're able to inspect and find little or no cracking on your TR6. Top of the morning to you. Ciao.